for Ness in this matchup is that Greninja does rely on a lot of 50-50s to get his kills, and
so you
Ness just kind of poops over
so
those with his air
have
dodge.
so you have to get him not just right, but absolutely perfectly spaced, and that is what we're going to be looking for here in game 1, or at least that's what iStudying is going to be looking for.
And that's one actually very rare miss.
Yeah, there it is.
Just like that,
the Hydro Boost gimmicks.
Okay, so actually he almost had his first stock if he just didn't mess up that platform combo. Instead, drops his first stock. And that is just a tragic, tragic start for S1.
That's how volatile this game can be, man.
Oh yeah, especially with a character like Greninja. That water just gimping extraordinaire. Ooh! The dead zone. For those unaware, Greninja's forward smash and down smash, both of those moves have a dead zone on his arms.
That's the trade-off for the fantastic range, power, and disjoint.
And speed.
And speed. You got everything except for full coverage.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like Verizon. Actually, I wouldn't know. I'm not American. Just felt like making a
Verizon jab. I mean, you know, it's the familiar path. Okay, so the percentage count is even right now, but that's a stock lead for iStudying. Now, iStudying looking very pretty, sitting very pretty. This first game, looking to round it out.
Now, last time they played was at Beast, where iStudying squeezed out a narrow victory, if I'm not mistaken.
Isn't last time at the last GGWP played where S1 beat him?
Yeah, but Beast was after that.
No.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it was.
Okay, it might have been. Anyway, they go back and forth. That is the moral of the story.
This was a quick game. There's very little back and forth about this, man. It was a hydro pump, and
I mean, Ness's whole game plan is so dependent on, are you ahead of your opponent or is your opponent ahead of you in terms of like game state, you know, percentage, stock count, and losing that stock at 0%. I mean, Ness is the last character to come back from that.
yeah. It's rough.
It's very rough. However, S1 looking to make his grand re-entrance.
As it is Saturday night, we got KK Slider playing in the back.
That's true.
With like a nice cozy little song for an old familiar match.
Dude, this song is my jam, dude. If you don't like playing Smash to this song, man, what are you even doing in this community?
And they say Animal Crossing stages have no good songs. You just gotta play it Saturday night.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I've got a fever right now, and this is the only thing that can cure it.
Is this the same song they use for that Ice Cube mashup? You know, today was a good day with Ice Cube and KK Slider. And more Hydro Pump gimmicks, and S1 is out once again.
I sincerely wish I knew
what
mashup you were talking about, but
oh, I'm gonna send this to you. It's Ice Cube with "Today Was a Good Day" over KK Slider.
Anyway,
it's cool. It's cool.
Hydro Pump,
look it up.
Once again coming in clutch for iStudying, and S1, you know, this is looking like a quick grand finals right now.
Yeah, this is why I can't believe this matchup would be even.
Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of even until Ness gets off stage.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, S1 used to be so good at piloting that up B to recover regardless of the water, but it just hasn't been happening lately. However, that back throw, quick evening, and very, very little advantage for iStudying right now.
Yeah, I don't know why he lets him go to Smashville.
Yeah, me neither. But, I mean, they've played so often now that it's probably...
They are tired of stage striking.
No bans, just go to Smashville, man. Brawl veterans.
Brawl veterans.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
iStudying just keeps on going. There's no stopping this, man.
Snipe. No. Perfect timing with the game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's that? A combo from the tail into the rocket?
iStudying just kind of shaking his head. Like.
I think he landed on the tail.
Yeah, let's look at the replay. Lands on the tail.
He did not see that coming.
Okay, so let's be honest. When you see Ness do that, you get so tempted to just go into him and interrupt him. But the tail hitbox is just so huge.
But even that, he couldn't go to the ledge because the thunder itself was already there.
I mean, there's things Greninja can do like counters, side Bs, neutral B stalls.
But you gotta get that out of your mind real quick.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the thing. You would expect a player of the caliber of iStudying to do that, especially with all the matchup knowledge that he does have in this matchup.
Yeah, but sometimes you just get the real
Yeah,
surprise.
I mean, you cannot get the 100%. You know, that's just not humanly possible. And right there, S1 making it happen.
Speaking of 100%, we got 100% of games in this set so far has had a Hydro Pump Gimp. Will we see one again?
You know, the thing that is most important is like, will he get the Hydro Pump? But also, if the Hydro Pump happens, can S1 recover from it? You know?
Well, so far, he has been able to hit himself, but not get back to the stage.
That's true.
So we're getting there.
It's step one, you know, step one, hit yourself.
Because he does boast the most amazing PK Thunder control I have seen.
Yeah, I mean, that is unquestionable.
Grab, out of the Shadow Sneak, and out of the stage. He lives, though.
Yeah, very nice DI by iStudying, and that's one of those things. You just kind of pick up.
Oh, the trip from the down
about
tilt.
pick up. Greninja gets picked up and thrown away.
What is that reaction time from S1, noticing that he tripped behind him?
Oh, what? Okay, that was pretty unique. Just side being out of that back throw hit stun.
Yeah.
And S1 taking a commanding lead right here. And that game one that iStudying had is just looking like a fairy tale. A story from afar.
Oh no, Hydro Pump.
Oh.
We got those.
On the platform? But the dash attack, I saw Black Thunder on the dash attack actually.
I'm pretty sure that saved him.
Woo, woo. Okay.
Can't hit the sweet spot, can't do it.
So, this is looking very tough for Greninja right now.
Yeah, man, and I think he just let S1 live. I think he didn't have the aerial mobility to get on the Smashville platform earlier, especially because you can't grab it, obviously.
If only Greninja did a, if only iStudying did a perfect pivot forward.
Is that a Shock reference?
Huh? No, like,
okay.
It legit would have worked, probably.
It would have worked, but I know Shock has been using a bit of perfect pivots lately.
Oh, okay.
You being the Shock fanboy you are, I think. You got a little shout-outs going on here.
No, I've been implementing perfect pivot myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, that down. Okay, so like, on certain angles, that down smash is like super guaranteed. And that diagonal angle is one of them.
Yeah.
So the diagonal angle from Greninja,
you really have to come from right below.
Yeah, but even then, there's like a certain spacing that kind of catches the down below angles. So there's a lot of mix-ups going on there.
I would
the
really
TLDR is that Greninja can get super destroyed by that down smash when recovering.
I would love to see a hitbox visualization on the down smash, honestly. Just a Giphy, you know.
Yeah, the worst thing is like you cannot really clash it out because it has a multi-hit as well.
Doesn't it stop when one of the multi-hit clashes?
No.
Oh, it's one of those.
Because it's a projectile. Yeah, it counts as a projectile. It also clanks like a projectile. That's why S1 never uses up smash.
Oh, it's one of the Pikmins.
Yeah,
Pikmin
stuff. Pikmin.
Pikmin inside a yo-yo.
You know, what I find kind of weird is like in Brawl and Melee, he had hitboxes on his charging like yo-yos. Yeah. And they kind of took that away and gave it to Corrin.
But why?
But why, exactly?
I mean, why can't we all have hitboxes on our charges?
No, let's not do that.
And with all, I mean just Ness and Corrin.
Okay, thank you. So anyway, Greninja looking a lot more solid this time around, just playing that neutral game, using a forward air to space, and Ness really has some issues coming into disjoint characters. Okay, down tilt, solid punish! Optimal punish! Very, very well done by iStudying.
And only 62 on him, man. He's not too worried.
Oh yeah, that went from like super even to iStudying popping off.
And he does need it if he wants to prevent a bracket reset, because mind you, we are already at the 4th game of the first set of Grand Finals.
Yeah, time flies. These games usually aren't this aggressive, but those Hydro Pump games just been all over the place, and S1 finding those kills pretty early on Smashville.
Well, apparently aggressive play is the new meta, you know?
Yeah, according to Pierce. It is the optimal way to play the game.
So how do you feel about that?
I'm not going to comment about that. Anyway, that up air, actually one of the things that is very unique about this matchup is like, Ness has that awesome neutral air that has a huge hitbox. Should be it.
Footstool,
Should be it.
Hydro Pump, another footstool for good measure.
Disrespect. Anyway, what was I saying? Can you remember my train of thought?
You were talking a bit more about the matchup.
Right. So Ness has that amazing neutral air, and when Greninja goes for those 50-50s with those up airs, Ness can pretty much just throw out a neutral air, and because Greninja just turns himself upside down, his hurt box shifts into Ness's neutral air, and
with the up air.
Yeah, and a single hit of up air clanks with the full neutral air of Ness, and that is something you don't want.
Yeah.
And that actually happened in a 50-50 situation right there. Very nice press of my
So
S1.
does that make it like a 33-33-33, or is it just neutral air always the good option for Ness?
It's just very complicated because like if you do know the neutral air is coming, you can punish the neutral air obviously. So you know it just adds a layer of depth to those situations. However, most Nesses will just go for air dodges because it's very hard for Greninja to catch out.
Anything, I think we got another classic, a full set on Smashville. Game 5.
Oh yeah, Game 5. That is the S1 and Studying classic. And on
Smashville.
Oh!
We are back with the PK Rocket. iStudying flies out of there.
Second one this set already, and S1 not known to really get those. I mean, he's known to get those, but not two in a set, you know?
iStudying is familiar with those. That's the thing. So he usually avoids those, but honestly, this set has been filled with the hardest punishes, with the Hydro Pumps and the PK Rockets. It's been crazy.
We're having a look into 20 PK, man. That like those Hydro Pumps, that down tilt trip to back throw, that kind of stuff. It's just
with the turnaround,
amazing kill power from both these characters. Okay, that dab is not gonna work though. Get it out of here. The stall avoiding the up smash narrowly.
Oh, hello.
And S1 hungry for that reset, man. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so that side B, I 100% expected that to hit.
Yeah, man, it's just Greninja. He's a tall guy, but he's always crouching.
Oh, and another dab.
And another kill.
Actually, iStudying has something else to say.
There it is.
Oh. Okay, good roll. Greninja has good rolls, but iStudying very sharp there, very vigilant.
Oh wow, look at dash dancing.
The dash dancing is as mad.
With a bit of rolls mixed in there. Looks pretty confusing.
Ooh, that down air. Oh. And the forward air! And that's what I was talking about with that neutral air. You can go for it, but if Greninja is onto it, that's a punish.
Because I do think the forward air, when properly spaced, does beat out the neutral air.
Oh yeah, for sure. And never say never, man. We've seen these early kills from iStudying. We've seen what iStudying can do with momentum.
He's been on the stage for a couple of seconds. It's already 42.
Okay, so I think that might have been a shield drop back air. Very well done either way.
And we get the bracket reset.
Yeah, that was a full Game 5, and we're going to go to a new set.
Now that is a GGWP Player Classic.
Yeah, I mean,
a Game 10 Grand Finals.
That's a S1 and iStudying classic.
It is.
And right now
on Smashville, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go straight into set 2. Game 1, back to Smashville, man. So here we go. Starting with those shurikens. And S1 actually very quick to put a stop to those with that dash attack and got a lot of momentum going. That's a jab block into forward smash. Doesn't kill, but that damage, though.
Yeah, and the sound that it makes so satisfying.
Oh, yeah. Truly worthy of being a home run, you know?
Okay, so last time we saw a very aggressive set, but it's a bit uncharacteristic of this particular matchup.
Yeah, yeah, these are usually slugfests, man.
You think we're gonna see a little bit more easygoing play styles from these guys? Or you think they're gonna keep it as aggressive?
Well, the thing is, like, both of these players have been getting such solid punishes. I don't think they're playing slower than they used to. I just think the punishes they get are more optimized than before.
Oh, that's also very
and
very
that
crucial.
is what makes the set so much faster.
We see a lot less neutral in between the
between the exchanges. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just one advantage state into a kill, just like that, and S1 gets sent off to the back of the stage.
So that's good for iStudying, although he is bound to be thinking if only I could have done that last game.
Here comes the back throw, just gonna put him off stage, and this advantage state, iStudying so smart, goes high, and S1, those little Ness legs just cannot keep up, you know?
Yeah, he's not a fast runner.
Jab, jab, jab.
Nice attack, that's so.
Up throw. Ooh! Okay, iStudying going high, very, very well done.
Hydro pump. Hydro pump.
Hydro pump. Okay, he actually pushes him on stage.
And he was too afraid for the PK Thunder to run in and punish.
Back throw, not gonna do it though. Oh, S1, rare technical miss. Down tilt, just one down tilt. Immediately goes for the grab. Not enough, but very, very cheeky. Oh! Hello! Okay, iStudying, and that is what we were talking about. That punish game really turns the match on his head.
And you can do that with all kind of upbeats on the ground. You can do it to Link spin attack too. If you push him up with a Hydro Pump, he's going to go into special fall.
Exactly. So much potential for this character right here. Greninja is such a strong character. And S1. Oh, that landing up air, that's going to be big damage. However, iStudying's DI caught S1 off guard right there.
Yeah, he tried to go for a back air, but
another Hydro Pump. Is he going to make it? The Wonder Kid. Another Hydro Pump. A forward smash instead. That's going to round it out. Yeah,
man. I mean, he could have made it back purely distance-wise, but he didn't have any options in terms of fast fall mix-ups.
Oh, yeah, that was a giant sword waiting waiting for S1 right there. Yeah. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look indeed. However, iStudying, you know, first game, once again, he takes it. And let's see if S1 can once again reverse the momentum and take this all the way to game 5, or if this is going to be a breeze for iStudying. Shuriken to grab. Got some pressure here.
The gentleman. As you said before, not the best rapid jab in the game.
Yeah, final jab, fine though. Okay, just kind of seeing this spacing game. A lot of good boxing here. That Tomahawk coming in clutch. Oof. Oof.
Wow, all these power shields, my boy. Shuriken beating out the stationary Ness.
Ooh, okay, so S1 saying, no, sir, no Nair 2 up smash for you. And that would have been a lot of percent for iStudying, so.
Yeah, and he is already quite high. Because they've been training quite a bit, which is, of course, what Ness wants.
Oh, yeah, Ness loves trades. However, Greninja quite good at those, that chip damage game. That really is what separates these two characters. S1.
Wow, that's so.
Wow.
That was so scary, man. He just poking and poking and scaring him on the platform. And as soon as he tried to get off, he was under him with those swords.
And S1 just claps back immediately. That back air going to even up the stock count. Hardly any percentage deficit. However, S1 is under a bit of pressure right here. And yeah, you know, like iStudying's willingness to just pull the trigger is so frightening.
Especially because he actually hit you, you know.
Oh, yeah. And S1 very quickly at a deficit right here. iStudying so good at that chipping game. Because I haven't...
And now he's stuck on the platform again.
I mean, I haven't seen iStudying get any big combos this stock. But here is S1 at 93.
Yeah, and every time he tries to land or he gets on the platform, he's so threatening.
Yeah, there's a shuriken, there's an up smash, dash attacks, grabs. He's all over him.
And S1, however, ground speed is so fast, it's so hard to react to when he does decide to burst at you.
True. However, S1, he's not out for the count yet. Gets all these grabs, all this combo, and a good amount of damage already.
Yeah, and as Rage is building and percent on iStudying, we are slowly inching towards back throw percent.
Okay, so what S1 did there was actually really smart. He didn't have a double jump. So he had to use his up B to stall himself from and prevent himself from landing in the shuriken. Got grabbed instead, but he takes those. Yeah. Getting grabbed, way better than getting hit by that shuriken.
Especially if it's a full shuriken.
Yeah. So S1 looking pretty close to kill percent right now. A good hit will take it. Greninja, on the other hand, still has a little bit to go. Jab, jab, jab. Okay, final jab. Greninjas have a tendency to go for a forward smash after those double jabs, but probably because of S1's experience, iStudying just decides to finish it, goes for the guaranteed percent damage.
Either that or he was a little bit early.
That's true. That's also a possibility.
Anyway, double the percent on this.
Ooh.
But soon, none of it will matter because you'll be able to get that. Yeah, that's
going to do it. And iStudying takes the lead 2-0. And you got to wonder, man, is the cloud coming out? Is the cloud coming out?
I don't know. What I do know is that Cloud also is not a big fan of the Hydro Pump, but he's probably has an easier time, you know, just brawling.
From what I've heard from S1, he thinks that Cloud destroys this matchup. Anyway,
really,
that's kind of irrelevant because the Ness one is Ness one, yeah.
I mean, the shurikens, as good as they are significantly less of a factor when you're playing Cloud.
True. So let's see what is going to happen. S1 once again in a little bit of a pickle early on. Works himself into a corner.
A reverse 3-0 if he wants to take home the grand prize.
Yeah, and you know, iStudying isn't about to let that happen just so easily.
Now this is funny because if he hadn't been upset by Sai earlier, he would have had the gold.
True. But that's just the name of the game, man. And S1 definitely not out yet. This is looking pretty even. Let's see if S1 can recover. Very nicely done. Ooh, that dash attack just catches the tech. Dude, that's very, very nice.
Yeah, man. Long-lasting hitboxes. Very disjointed.
What I've really been noticing about iStudying is that he really hydro pumps high a lot. Because that down smash that we talked about is such a big issue for for Greninja.
Oh, nice little neutral air to block him out. He has to use the Hydro
Okay,
Pump.
here comes the... Okay. So he just gets a little bit of damage from that PK, from the up B.
Yeah, is the attack, of course, saving iStudying.
Yeah, that does a lot for you. Okay.
All
a lot of shoot pressure.
heads.
And that is one of the disadvantages of the way S1 approaches. He does use the back of his head so that the up smash is faster. However, if he finds himself in a disadvantaged position, that does make it easier to put pressure on him. He did find it up air though.
Oh.
Ooh.
And again, he gets dropped because of the slide.
Is that the slide or is that just the mash?
No, no, that was not a mash. He's at 115. There's no way you can mash that fast.
You can.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and think that that's just a slide, because it does happen a lot to Greninja.
That's true.
Because
I mean, usually when it's a slide, they both fall off, don't they?
No, just one.
Okay.
Unless you got like a crazy amount of speed on you.
Okay. So that was probably just a slide then.
Yeah, because what Greninja grabs everyone super low to the ground, so almost everyone, even small characters, still touch the ground when they get grabbed by Greninja, which means he gets a slide quite often. Okay. Yeah, that's it for Ness. However, still a fresh stock, and Greninja already in back throw %. Apparently, you can dash dance in this game if you really want it.
Corin cannot really dash dance though. Like, she has a really weird frame data for her Foxtrot. Anyway, Greninja can, and looks pretty. I haven't seen it being put to good use yet though. Oh, forward air. Oh. And as we've mentioned before, Greninja, comeback king. However, there's no coming back from a back throw. And S1 putting himself on the board for set 2. 2-1 favor of iStudying.
Yeah, well, slightly less favorable start than last time.
Yeah, for sure.
S1. He's gonna have to win 2 in a row to close it out.
But I mean, S1 can do it. We've seen these guys go back and forth last set. We've seen this guy go back and forth last tournaments.
It is always a toss-up.
Yeah, it's always there's always a chance.
If you are a gambling man, this is not a set to bet on.
Oh yeah, this is the time you go home, man. You can count your losses or wins.
Or hopefully your wins. That's already some nice damage for S1. Oh.
You cut your losses or you count your blessings. That's what I was supposed to say. There you go.
Thinking about it all this time as we are nearing the half-minute mark here in Game 4. And it has been S1 who has been doing the most damage. However, iStudying is catching up quick with these juggles.
Oh, the up air just coming straight through, and this grab is going to do so much for S1.
He didn't even need to stall.
S1. That down to.
Oh, hello? Is this man trying to spike someone with Ness?
Okay, so what was really good about the way iStudying recovered there is he went for a max range up B where he didn't use the up B to grab the ledge, but actually the animation afterwards to snap to the ledge. And that animation is near impossible to down smash. So that was very, very nice micro spacing by iStudying right there. And great knowledge of his character right there, that down smash.
Yeah, of course, you do not snap to the ledge out of a double jump, and that is what got iStudying in the down smash.
Yeah, that's a watery grave right there. Oh,
okay. No range on S1 though. Oh, he is trying to stage spike him at all costs, but iStudying hasn't missed attack yet.
Yeah, okay, but that roll. iStudying was looking for a way out, but that was not the way out. That was the way into S1's head, literally.
And therefore the gates of hell.
Oh!
Is he dead?
It's happening! What's happening? I don't know what's happening. Okay, percentage.
Some big offstage play by S1, but the distance on that Hydro Pump, man.
Okay, but that was exactly what S1 needed. Coming from a deficit into a lead right now, and this Game 4 is looking very pretty for him.
Perfect angle on the PK Thunder, went high, so he's harder to Hydro Pump. Smart stuff.
Yeah, S1 just playing so solidly this last stock so far.
Is it me, or has iStudying been using less shurikens in this game?
It does look that way, doesn't it? I haven't really seen him go for them at all.
We got one here or there, but not the big shuriken volleys we are used to seeing from him.
Yeah,
especially
perhaps
in this matchup.
Perhaps he caught onto something. Perhaps S1 has adjusted his play. You know, it's also very possible that he just kind of doesn't like the situation that using shurikens puts him in. The way S1 presses forward is very easy to put pressure on Greninja. Okay, here comes the trump. Regrab goes over. Very smart by iStudying. And the jab 1 to forward smash is gonna close it out. iStudying takes GG played number 10, 3-1 over S1.
Despite the bracket